But I have to. Pop culture wants to know. Did you get to see any of the great stuff that was going on in the 60s and 70s? Any concerts?
I've went to a few. I was at a place called Woodstock.
Woodstock. Nobody knows that.
Nah.
the first and the real one. Was it really such a mess?
It was a mess. I don't remember the music at all. I only remember the mess.
But you had lots of fun, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, the music I watched afterwards in the movie.
Yeah. Good. We won't ask why. Okay. Good. Any other highlights you want to mention for those of us who are of similar generation or who are fond of that generation?
Maybe not now.
Okay. Now, I think, is that true? When you lived in Cornell, you lived in a yurt off campus?
That was what I meant by did nothing for a while.
Okay.
After I
think you were lumberjack.
But
with a master's degree.
Like you said, Cornell's in the middle of nowhere, and a lot of people get their degrees at Cornell, and then they have nothing to do because there are no jobs or anything there. And the thing is, Cornell's a place where people stayed. They didn't finish and go back to this. They stayed.
Because it's kind of a quaint little. It becomes family.
It becomes like a cocoon you don't want to get out of. And I worked for what's called Cornell Plantations, which is somewhere where, they take care of all the various areas of the Cornell campus. And I was in a group of 10 people digging ditches.
Okay.
And I was
very socialist.
I was the least qualified. I only had a master's degree. The other 9 all had PhDs, and we were digging ditches.
Actually, I think a lot of PhDs would do good if they'd learn how to dig ditches. Actually, a lot of bachelor's and master's degrees would too. So, but there was a big shift because you were still doing engineering when you were at Cornell, and then after spending some time in Cornell and kind of finding yourself, which I think there's some similarities between that generation and the present generation, don't you think?
Yeah, but the present generation does it with a little bit more money.
Yeah, that's true. So after Cornell, you found yourself and then you decided, I don't have enough degrees?
No. Well, it wasn't that clear cut. No, I moved back to New York. I started living with some people.
And your dad said, get a job?
Got involved in politics. And then I did get a job. And the thing is, back then things were a little more loose.
Yeah.
I had an expired passport.
Okay.
My student visa was expired. I was basically illegal.
Okay.
And I was still living there, and I got a job in that situation.
Okay.
It was at a research lab connected to Columbia University.
Okay.
I went to the interview. They said, "Great, you got the job. Oh, by the way, you have some working visa?" I said, "Yeah, I have a green card. It's fine." So I started working there.
Cool. But not in engineering, right?
I worked as a lab technician.
Okay. But in the field of economics, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, this is at the lab. I was doing. We were doing research on turning coal dust into gas or something like that.
Okay.
And after working a year there, I became good friends with my boss, and I went to him. I said, "You know what?